Hi guys, welcome. We're going to be doing a very quick tarot reading on the vehicle accident that Spirit keep mentioning about in the, the very first tarot that I ever did was before I even really knew any information. That was what I was picking up on, that there was a vehicle used somehow. I saw pranking, laughing, conflict, alpha male energy, him being Noah. Thrown possibly from a vehicle. I saw maybe he was tied to a vehicle or dragged from a vehicle, and that could have been post death. Let's just have a look, okay? Spirit keeps saying that, truck, they're mentioning vehicles, a car. Now, as I explained in one of the spirit sessions, that, it may have been a truck, it may have been another vehicle that was used, but at the time, maybe they're using word banks or whatever audio Spirit can manipulate. They're just taking words that they can use to explain the story. Gosh, Noah says he was at a tree. Actually, one of the spirits said hit the trees. He says he was at a tree sick. And then he says, well, I asked Spirit what was at the tree, and they said his blood. Then apparently there's a bit of his hair on the farm still somewhere, so there's evidence somewhere. I just got to slow down a bit. I feel a bit stressed. Yeah, and he said that something black crushed him. Okay, his exact words were, something black crushed me. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe under a truck it would look black. I have been doing another spirit session, and he and Spirit both say the Ranger, which, as far as I'm aware from reading social media, that is the side-by-side, which is black. I think there was a little black truck there as well somewhere. But it's interesting they're mentioning the Ranger. So, wow, guys, wow. So let's have a look what's going on with this. Can we have a look at what happened around an ATV or a UTV or a truck? What can we find out? Wow, this is a bit creepy. Curled up in a fetal position, resting in peace. This usually, the traditional meaning means, mental rest, taking time out to recuperate, recover. But I just get the idea of resting in peace. So, because we're talking about this, well, that's my dog. We're talking about the spirit session being, this reading, my God, my brain's not working. This reading being around the vehicle accident. And it's just interesting, this, I know she's sleeping along what looks like on sticks, or looks like a nest, really, doesn't it? But I'm thinking of sticks, branches. Oh, what are you doing, boy? It's my baby boy Kai, my puppy dog. But to me, was there straw? Was there any kind of grass that looked like that he may have been laying out on a paddock, on a field somewhere? I don't know. Give us some more ideas here, please, Spirit. Someone sneaking away. And that's so strange, because in the spirit session they keep saying about sneaky behavior, people sneaking out. I thought he meant that he was sneaking out, and maybe he did sneak out with the boys if they went off and had a ride, because that's what's been said on things I'm putting two and two together, that there was him taking off. I think Jack said it, that he went off, or some people have said it, the party goers anyway, that they say he was on the ATV and that there was a flip over, but he wasn't that. Sorry, my cat. My animals love getting into everything. Stop it. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Now, they say that he was on the ATV, but it was just a minor accident. He got a bit dirty and they brought him in to shower him, okay? I always believe there's truths in some things, truth in the lies, stories, stuff like that. This is an authority figure here. This is planning, organization. Yes. Yes. And it can also mean someone, in a place of authority, like LE, or I know they're talking about fire chiefs and different things like that coming along. Well, Spirit said chief. A chief came along. Yeah, there's been some forethought and planning in this. So there's planning involved in this for sure around this situation. That's what I feel there. Can I get more information, please, Spirit? And it's just so weird, that black crow. Like, crows represent, usually are very symbolic of death. They can be called, a crow is like, a bunch of crows is like called a murder or something. Interesting. Isn't this interesting? This theme keeps coming up around the lovers. Now, we know that in the last tarot or spirit sessions, it's come up that there's a female involved. She has information. He keeps saying he was caught with a female. And I'm thinking, that sometimes spirit, especially if they don't remember every detail, I think Noah knows a lot, but I think there's a lot of things he gets confused with. He may have been talking about being with a female. It could have been the night before that they had a fight. I'm pretty sure they did have a fight, on the Saturday night, he and Jack, around a girl. There could have been some overflowing tensions into Sunday night or into Sunday and early hours Monday morning regarding a girl. He may have gotten in a truck with the girl earlier that night. Before something's happened. In the spirit session that you'll hear, he says something about there was an actual fight as the boys are in this Ranger, apparently. There's a fight that's broken out in the Ranger. So is he and Jack fighting in it? I don't know. It's just strange. Like, it's just a strange thing. Like, there was some conflict. That's what it sounds like anyway. And we've got the strength. Yeah, I get with this, for some reason, the word ego is coming in. And I do feel like he was this vulnerable lamb. Whatever it was a very strong temptation, okay? Yeah, and there's the vehicle. Look, a motorbike, even though they're not on a motorbike, but that's just showing me a dirt path. Look at the dirt track. And I do wonder if they went down a dirt track. It could have been gravel, dirt. I see a dirt path. And that's, definitely a lone dirt path. That's what I see. And this happened very fast. And this tells me there's a lot of speed. So, in one of the spirit sessions, he says, go faster. You can imagine young ones, especially males, right? Because they just love cars and anything with wheels and anything that goes fast, usually. That a bunch of them together, just saying, could say that. So what have we got? Oh my God. This is the vehicle, guys. And look at him on top of it. Now, I'm not saying Noah was on top of it. I don't even know what they look like. Do they have a roof? I don't even know. But was he kind of hanging off or doing something silly at one stage? Was he at the front? Was he at the back? Did something swerve out? Like, did they swerve out fast and him, fall off? Can I get another one with a chariot, please? Yeah, there's a young one. Naive, I'm hearing. Naive. Innocent, naive. Just young. Young and, the saying is young and dumb sometimes, because they just go in blindly into these situations. Interesting they're showing the shoes there too. There's a pig in this thing, which is interesting. Pigs might fly. So interesting, because when I asked Spirit about did that guy really run over the hog, was that a real situation, I'm pretty sure, if I remember, you'll hear it on I'm going to be putting it up very soon anyway. Pretty sure they said that was a story or a lie or something. he was going to be paid to say that or something, but I don't really know if it's legit or not. I just find it interesting that that guy that, you know, supposedly ran over a hog is friends with Avery. Yeah, there's some kind of look at me showing off going on in this vehicle. And now this is interesting to me. Oh, look at that. This is interesting to me because Noah in the spirit sessions talks about a fence as well as a tree, but he talks about a fence. And she's standing at the fence here in a paddock. I'm wondering if there's something around a fence line to do with a fence. There's the female anxious with the pillow next to her. This is the stress and the worry. Did she witness it? Was she told of it? Was she there? Was she in the vehicle? You know, you could look at it that way. Now, yeah, well, obviously they're keeping their cards close to their chest right here, but there's some evidence there too, I feel. Maybe, I do feel like some of them have kept like a bit like a trophy or a prize, you know, some things of the, maybe some of his belongings. People have gotten paid. It feels like there's some payment here as well to be quiet. There's a father figure. Look at that, the party energy right there. Young female. She knows. If they don't know, if they don't all know, I think she... There's the mother too. So this is one of the girls, I feel like one of the sisters here. And I think this would be like someone like Stevie, okay? Just allegedly, I have to say. But I feel like that would be Stevie. There's a lot of thought and planning involved in this. And look at the red flag right there and the orange flag, the blue flag. It's interesting. I feel like they've got all their ducks in a row. Like they've really thought this out thoroughly. But I think there's some things that they're going to realize that is going to be unearthed. The truth is going to be unearthed. The narrative that he left, okay, from the party house is just a story. He says it in the spirit session. The story go that I leave, okay, with him, meaning probably Jack. The story go with him that I leave. It's a story. It's a lie. It's a narrative. And do you know there are so many cases in Australia? I haven't really looked around, you know, overseas cases as yet. But the theme is so familiar to other cases in Australia where a person, a victim, has been with a group of friends, sometimes with alcohol or a party or drugs involved, and they disappear. And then suddenly the friends turn around and say, oh, they just walked off or they just ran off. Okay, we've got Zach Barnes, we've got Jaden Penno, we've got J.O. Rivers. There's other ones I can't even think of at the top of my head I was looking at. There's different ones where they say, oh, they've just, you know, ran off from the car or they've taken off or they were angry or they took off. You know, this is what the narrative is here. Exactly the same, which is really interesting to me. Okay, it's exactly the same of, oh, he just took off and now we don't have to be responsible for anything. It's his own fault. Judgment is coming. Judgment Day is coming. And also I'm hearing that there was a bad judgment call made in the vehicle because we are talking about the vehicle. The Knight of Wands is also a fire energy. Got a horse here. Something with horsepower, you know, something that's fast. Sagittarius energy, this Knight of Wands, is very in and out energy. So whatever happened really, really damn quick. This is a fast machine, maybe a small vehicle. It's just a very quick vehicle. Yep, people are overburdened by this right now. It's very much weighing on their conscience. Someone may have moved or are moving or have moved away. because they can't handle this reminder. There's another female, another adult female here. Career woman. They feel like they've just got it all. Oh, there's another one, the mother. It's just interesting. So is there 3 main adult females involved in this cover-up, in this, you know? Yeah, someone's been rewarded. There's been rewards. There's been, and I think that they feel they've gotten away with this. They really do feel they've gotten away with this. But I'm telling you, behind the scenes, the investigation is still happening. It's taking a slow, okay, it's very slow moving. That's what this is, very slow moving. But I feel like new information's coming in, and the LE might be just gathering it all together and just going right through it, going through anything that they can. Yep, there's a young male right there, may have come forward. Yep. Taken the leap of faith, jumped in, and, well, Noah did say, glad he's speaking up. Whoever he's talking about, I've no idea. But there's the party house. There's the fields. There's the outdoors. Yeah, where everything's happy. Happy-go-lucky. Yep, happy-go-lucky. The light's shining on the truth. Yep, someone's toing and froing. So there's another person that's toing and froing about what to do. But they've got to listen to their heart. Might be that they do listen to their heart, you know, at the end of the day. Someone's a mother that's trustworthy might actually be helping their child to come forward and speak their truth. And, yeah, for Noah. Now let's get some of these cards. Because at the moment, you know, they know people are in limbo, and also this is hanging over their head right now. There's the head injury. It's interesting. I see it like this when he's holding his head there. This is the ego. This is to lose it all, you know, to win at all costs, okay? Yes. Tug of war energy going on. But they know this is weighing on their conscience. They need to come forward because they're going to free themselves and bring in healing. It's a massive life lesson here. And Noah will be smiling from the heavens knowing that this person is doing the right thing. Yeah, the head wound. It's so weird how I read these differently, like that, the gash in the head. So weird, isn't it? Oh, God, it's so weird how I see it. 8 of Wands. This happened very quickly, I'm telling you, to Noah. This happened very quickly. But I'm thinking that maybe, because I do feel Spirit have mentioned golf clubs a couple of times. They say D7 and the 6er. I never even knew what those things were until I Googled them. When things come through the Spirit sessions, there's a lot of things I don't know the names of, so I'll go and Google it, and then my jaw just drops when I'm like, holy crap, that's an actual golf club. And I think someone sent me through a picture or emailed it to me that it's actually fish-shaped, which is even more weird. So that was just scary, like, you know, trippy. So he's saying there's someone trying to be really charming. Could be male or female, because these don't necessarily have to be gender-based, okay? But it could be more a charming male who just comes across as like you wouldn't expect him or suspect him, right? There's the party. There's the females there. 3 main females. Interesting. Oh, there's a deal. There's a deal. Yeah, this is coming to conclusion. I'm wondering if somebody's moving away from this. Yeah, interesting. Moving into healing. Getting this off there, maybe move to the beach. Let's come up. There we go. Devil in disguise, hiding in the shadows, trickster, manipulator. Very, very interesting. I don't think there's been a sharp weapon used. Let's just get some ideas, please, around Noah PRESGROVE. Something's coming to full cycle, okay? Like, in other words, this is closing. I think the investigation's about to close in terms of there's going to be, I feel, the truth, maybe arrests. Wow, there's his death there. And when it says hiding in the shadows, I think that, yes, someone still had this bad blood between him and them, okay? Group fight. It's still coming up. Wow, look at that pickup truck ute. Now, I don't have cards in here that shows a Ranger or ATVs or anything, but it's showing a vehicle, isn't it? In a vehicle, there's been a fight, and he has mentioned that. May? Is there something coming up in May? Or was there something going on in May? Yeah, I just want to get this properly done here. Spirit, help me out. Oh, look. Arrest and court. Medium length hair. I don't know who that is. Is there anyone with the guys or females? I don't know. Known to police. Wow, in the system they have criminal record. There's also been adults involved in the cover-ups, no doubt about it. I don't know what the overdose is. Has someone been linked to someone that's had that? There's fire and arson, but also there was known to be firefighters or someone that's linked to the adults there at the party. Was there something burned down? Has an old car been burned down? Was an old car or old vehicle used at some stage? I don't know. Some of these can be irrelevant. Seasoned criminal, system knowledge, repeat offender. So they're not little innocent, you know. They're not innocent. Changed appearance. Someone has changed their appearance. Someone's going to help or has, well, someone has helped, obviously. This is an opportunity, random impulse. So this may have been an accident. But, you know, he says he's murdered. He believes he's been murdered. And it could have been that he was thrown from that vehicle and had a very strong impact against a tree or hit a tree, because he mentions a tree. And he says he was under something. It crushed him. So how about this, right? Maybe he was just severely injured. Maybe they could have called 911. Maybe in some miracle he could have been saved. We just don't really know. I mean, his injuries are so horrific. But were they all just to do with the vehicle, or did they come in afterwards and use weapons on him to either put him out of his misery because they cared about him and it was like a mercy killing, or was it because they didn't want to get caught and they had to finish the job? What is it? Why else would they be bashing him like that with weapons, right? There's going to be some justice for the family. There's maybe a new, maybe a very trustworthy investigator, someone coming in that's trustworthy, that's going to help the family here. Yes, look. Justice, I'm going to end it right there. Justice is coming in. I am so damn happy about this. Oh my God, I'm so happy about this. Yep, money, look at that. So there's definitely some things around money. Maybe there'll be compensation as well for the family as well. That'll be real. Yep, there's a family. Look, evidence solved. Oh my God, this is amazing. I'm loving this. This is really telling us that this is going to be solved very soon. Looks like there'll be arrests. There's obviously evidence, okay? People not just talking, witness accounts, eyewitness accounts, things like that. But I think that there's other evidence. So whether they have surveillance, whether they have other things that they have come across, you know, weapons, a vehicle, whatever it might be. There might be things that we have no idea about that the investigators know. So these people, tick tock, it's coming.